Cavin Elizabeth, your go-to for wedding content, advice, and inspiration. And today I have a video that I have spent so much time on. I really hope you guys enjoy it. I am showing you guys 22 non-traditional wedding dresses and jumpsuits for 2023 brides, or however you identify. And these are covering different price points, different styles, different concepts, all kinds of different colors and textures. And I have made sure that these are all going to be available at the time this video is being released. So I could have included things like my own wedding dress or whatever, but you are going to be able to get these dresses if you are watching now. So if you like one of these dresses or jumpsuits, get it now while it lasts. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So my first dress is by Waters. This is called the Rosabelle, and it's about $2,000. I love this dress because to me it has a very Monique Lolier feel, but without the price tag. I think this dress is absolutely stunning. It's got floral patterns, it's organza, it's very light, very breezy. I think it's super beautiful, so definitely one to check out. You can find a Waters store near you. This next one is by Temperley London. This is the Katja dress. I could not find very many fitted dresses, meaning non-A-line, non-ball gowns, so like fitted, fit to flare, mermaid. Had a really hard time finding non-traditional, colorful, whatever kind of fitted dresses. So very few in this collection. I'm really sorry. It just seems like people love to go A-line when it comes to non-traditional, but I really think this one is really fun. It's got lots of color details in it, super cute embroidery on here, and then little tulle flares at the bottom. I really love the way that they've had the lines in here, so it's very flattering to the figure. And when it comes to Temperley London dresses, they're usually anywhere from like $3,000 to $5,000, so I would estimate that this dress is somewhere in that price range. This one is going to be kind of crazy and probably unobtainable for most people watching this video, but I had to throw in some kind of high fashion couture dress in this collection. Now the way they've laid it out is like very neat and delicate, so the dress would flow a lot more closer to your body when you're walking, but this is a Paolo Sebastian dress, but this is really beautiful. And if you're a bride who has anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000 to spend on a dress, because that's probably the price range of this dress, then this one might be for you. I am absolutely in love with this. Okay, so this next one is like, it's kind of a more casual looking fabric, but I really love it. This is from MacDougall. I think this is so beautiful. If you are somebody who is comfortable with side cutouts, I really like this one. And I think like once you throw a bouquet in here and style your hair in a bridal look, this is super pretty. I love the flowy sleeves. Like just imagine kind of traipsing around in your wedding with this dress. I really love the way that the back looks too, like this little cute little cutout in the back. And it's at a pretty affordable price point when it comes to a wedding dress. You have to remember too, like this is a wedding dress, so don't think about this as just buying a normal dress and having a price point like this for your dress. It's relative, right? This is your wedding day. So even though it's not a wedding dress with a wedding dress price tag, it is your dress that you're wearing for your wedding day. So you can still invest in like a wedding dress. And some of these you might actually be able to wear again because they don't scream bridal, and that's awesome. Okay, so this is on Etsy, and I have a couple things to talk about when it comes to Etsy. But I really loved this dress. This is specifically for plus size, and I love the embroidery on this. I love the sleeves. It looks very lightweight. I think it's super flattering, very pretty. I love floral embroidery. You guys know this from my own wedding dress, but I think that this is absolutely stunning. You can get this with a couple different customizations, but really pretty. I think that this is so cute. Like imagine this for a little garden wedding. You can also get it with shorter flutter sleeves, which are really cute too. But I just think this is so light and breezy. It would be super comfortable in your wedding day. Just really stunning, and it looks like you can also get with pockets. Everybody loves pockets. So I really liked this dress, and also the pricing on this, $630 plus, depending on what customizations you do. Really cute, very stunning. So one thing though that I am going to say, if you are going to go the Etsy route, because when you are searching for stores online to get your dress from, it's kind of easy to just get overall reviews, like look into places like Reddit, like what's their experience. But with Etsy, you have so many different people who can put their dresses on here. So one thing that I'm going to say to you guys is watch out for things like this. So this is an Etsy listing. I've kind of scrubbed and made it anonymous. But anyways, this picture right here is of a Lee Grevenel dress. And I have seen so many people on Etsy use pictures of dresses dresses that they did not design. I have seen my own Marquesa wedding dress used as pictures to sell dresses on Etsy, and people make rip-offs of them. And I promise you, when you are paying $200, $300, $400 for a copy of a designer dress, it is not going to be anywhere near like the original. So let's take a look at this. You'll see that this dress, this is probably, I think this was a $9,000 dress. We used to carry this dress in my boutique. This dress right here is stunning, okay? Not to say that the other dress that this person makes is not stunning, but look at this up close, and then look at this dress. Pretty, but it is absolutely not at all the same thing. So they hook you in by this, and then this is what you actually get, okay? Very, very, very different. This is like 10 times the price of what this is, okay? So you really need to be careful when you're shopping on Etsy to look at the pictures. One thing you need to make sure of, obviously, I would not buy from anybody who does not have 5 stars, first of all. I would not buy from this seller. Second of all, when you are looking through pictures, make sure they have close-up pictures. A lot of these places lack close-up pictures. At least this one has some close-up pictures, but don't buy if it doesn't have close-up pictures. Make sure you can really get in there and see the quality of what it's gonna look like. Tool quality matters. You don't want itchy tool. Make sure you can see how the appliques are on there. They just glued on there, they sewn on there, whatever. Really, really be aware of Etsy. Just make sure you do your due diligence, read the reviews, just to make sure you do it well, and order well in advance of your wedding in case there are delays or issues. Okay, so this next one, this is by Selkie. Some people really love Selkie, some people not so much, but I think this is really cool. So some people really want a black wedding dress. The way that they've styled this with her is not a traditional bridal look at all, but imagine if you had like super bridal makeup and you made this really bridal, add in a bouquet in there if you wanted to. I think this is super pretty. The puff sleeves, I've talked about so many times, are super in right now. I think this is so cute. I absolutely love it. If you want to go the more goth vibe, you can go the more goth vibe. If you want to just be like super high-end fashion bride with a black dress and puff sleeves, you can go style it that route. But super versatile, absolutely love it. The price point is great. The sizing is amazing. That's why Selkie is so great. They have amazing sizings, but this is only $400 for a wedding dress. Incredible. All right, the next one is going to be, I don't know how to pronounce this exactly, but Armani de Paula. She's a British designer, at least she's in London, I believe. But this dress would come out to about $4,500 USD, and I think it's really pretty. So this is a gorgeous strapless dress made out of organza fabric, and it is beautiful. And they actually do have this with puff sleeves or without puff sleeves, I believe, but it's super pretty. This embroidery on here is absolutely stunning. It's so good. It's so well done. I've seen this designer's dresses in person at Bridal Fashion Week, and I do think the dresses look really beautiful in person. So I really love them. I would encourage you guys to check this out if you have a little bit of a higher budget. Okay, so the next one is a mini dress. And I know what you're thinking, like, how is this non-traditional? But it's very traditional if people are eloping, but I feel like you can turn this into a non-traditional look if you are just having a traditional style wedding that is not an elopement. So if you're having a more full-on wedding and you wear a mini dress, I feel like that's non-traditional. So if you just like shorter dresses, don't be afraid to wear a shorter dress for your ceremony. It doesn't have to be your second look or your outfit change. It can be your main dress. And I think that's super gorgeous. Now, I was not able to find pricing for this Verdun label, but anyways, you could get this one or you could go with a different mini dress, but I like the idea of a mini dress for just a quote-unquote traditional normal wedding day. Okay, so Sweet Caroline Styles makes separates, and they make really cool separates, all kinds of different options that you have. I love this yellow skirt, really pretty. They're kind of more on the high end for a skirt piece, but you could totally wear this again. It's $13.50 for this Florence skirt. They have a tulle skirt as well. All kinds of different colors that you can get, but what I think is really cool about them is you could buy the skirt from them, you could also buy a top from them, I'll show you an option, or you could buy your own top, buy a bodysuit, but the top options they have, you could buy like a little lace top, so you have lots of different options. They come in ivory as well. But what I think is really cute too, if you don't like the crop top look, if you're not comfortable showing your stomach or you just don't want to do it on your wedding day, you would get a lace bodysuit. So this one is $500. You could go find another one elsewhere, whatever you want to do, but the bodysuit is really cute. You could do a long sleeve. They also offer a 3/4 length or a short sleeve, but really pretty options, something to consider if you want to still have some ivory and color. You could do a two-tone like that. I love that idea. This is by Cavin London. This is the Willa dress. I really like this dress. It's got some traditional bridal feel to it, but just with flowers on top. Absolutely gorgeous. This detailing is so pretty. So I really think that this is beautiful. It's a corset style strapless dress, typically $4,500 to $6,500, so a little bit on the higher end for sure. But if you've got the budget and you're interested in a dress like this, go for it. This one is super fun, and this is a Nadine Marabi jumpsuit. It's about $600, so on the higher end, but it's like an all-in-one piece. So I feel like a lot of brides will have a jumpsuit just for their like reception or their second look or whatever. But I say like have a jumpsuit for your ceremony and your whole day look if you want to. That would make it kind of non-traditional. And this one to me is it's a little bit glitzy. I know it's got the feathers, it's got like the sequins and the pearls. I think it's super fun. You could go with something more toned down if you want to. I like the idea of a jumpsuit for the walk down the aisle. That would make it more non-traditional. I think more brides are moving in that direction, but for now it's still non-traditional. If you want to go pink, go pink. Like, you do you. I think that would be so fun to see if you're just like, I love pink. Anyways, super cute. The pink one is a little bit less expensive. All right, back to Armani de Paula. This dress would be about $8,000 USD. I have seen this in person and it is stunning. It is so pretty. I am in love with this. They have it in this rose water color and an ivory, which I'm assuming would make it just a little bit brighter. It has a low back with some buttons. So pretty. It's got kind of like that vintage hand done vibe to it, which I think is really cool, but really gorgeous, small little train, just very dainty. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, this one's crazy. My husband was like, don't include this one. And I was like, I want to include this one because it's cool. It's high fashion. Like, I know it's expensive, but one of the reasons why I really like Christian Siriano is because for the runway shows, they have amazing like different body sizes, and they actually make their clothing in a great size range, which is really cool. And this is what high fashion should be doing. This is like the model for what we should be doing. But anyways, the reason I really like this look is because you've kind of got that blazer, like masculine and feminine look on top, but then you've got like the white and the black. So if you want to touch a black, but you don't want to go all black with your wedding dress, is this really cool? I just think it's a really chic, daring, bold look. I could totally see this in New York. I could see this in DC. I could see this in LA. Like, I love this. I don't care if you don't like this. I don't want to hear about it. I think it's really cool and I love it. And I just wanted to show it to you guys. I know it's super expensive, but I am absolutely obsessed with it. This is Inez Di Santo. This is one of their newest dresses that just came out. It's called Romina. I think it's really beautiful. It's a low back ball gown with some floral detailing on it. Really gorgeous. This is so elegant. This is so pretty. It's got a unique side cutout to it on the straps. This is a really cool neckline to me. I really like it. I think it's unique and original, and it's definitely something that I could see brides wearing in this upcoming season. So I say this is one that you definitely need to check out if you like blues and if you like floral. This is so unique, so non-traditional. And Inez Di Santo gowns, typically $4,000 to $6,000 is what I usually see. So that would be the price range for this. Again, a little bit more on the higher end side, but if you've got the budget, go for it. Okay, so the next dress, this is definitely a high-end dress. And you're like, Cavin, why are you showing us an ivory dress? How is that non-traditional? Well, Danielle Frankel has very interesting silhouettes. She did the dress that I just showed you guys a couple of videos back for one of the celebrity weddings that I did. But anyways, this is a really cool dress. It's got a basque waist, which comes down a little bit below the hips, and it's really cool. It's just a unique silhouette. Like, this is not for every bride. Definitely not for every bride. This is more for like that daring, bold bride who kind of likes that high fashion, likes some vintage elements, wants to be super out there. This is very non-traditional in its shape, not its color, but its shape, kind of also its textures too. But I wanted to show it to you guys. This is Maggie Sotero. This is the Xander dress. I'm showing you guys because I want you to see the black dress. This is a cool dress. It comes in two different variations for the black dress. It's got like a black over nude, which has the illusion of it being a little bit more sheer. And then it also has the black over black. So I'll show you guys what that looks like. Here you can see the black over black. So it just kind of makes it a little bit less sheer looking. And then I also want to show you guys, I found a photo shoot, or not, I guess it was a real wedding actually, where this was on a bride with a different body type, and it looked so great on her. She looks so happy, so beautiful. And I just think this looks so stunning. This dress is really cool. And I think depending on the way you style it, like she's styled it with like colorful flowers, and she doesn't have it looking like as dark. You could definitely take this and have it more of a goth wedding, but I think the way she styled it is not at all that way. So you can just have like your cool little black dress moment. So it can totally be styled different ways. And she has the black over nude, so it's got that more of a lighter look. So this is a very versatile dress and I really, really like it. So this is a really cool like suit, but it's got a very flared pants look. I really like it. Again, I think you could totally go non-traditional. It doesn't have to just be for your city hall elopement. This can be for your actual full-on traditional wedding day with like all the people there. And I think that this is just a really cool look. I love the flared look of this. It's got a masculine, but also like a kind of a cool girl vibe to it, I think. And I just really love this. I think you could wear this with nothing under it like the model has if you want to be really daring and bold, or you could wear like a cute little lace cropped cami under it. Wear it however you want, but this is the Daniel pant. It is $790, and then I would pair this with the Charlie blazer, Charlie jacket. It's pretty expensive, I'm not gonna lie. It's $13.90, but you could also find inspiration, find something similar to this that is at a much lower price point, but this one just really inspired me, so I wanted to show it to you guys. But absolutely you could find lower cost alternatives. So this is back to the McDougall, and this is again one of the only fitted dresses I could find that was non-traditional. I think this is really cool. One thing I will say about this dress is that when I'm looking up close at this, one thing I want to point out is that they have the cups in this dress colored to match the skirt lining. And one thing that does, it does make the cups very obvious on someone who has a deeper skin tone, like the model, or anybody who has an even deeper skin tone. And so that is kind of making the cups very obvious. Now, one thing you could do is you could change the cups out for a darker shade. That's pretty easy to do. Hopefully it's not stitched, the embroidery is not stitched directly on the cups, but that's an option. Now, obviously then it's not going to match the skirt lining, but then it will at least in the upper bodice have a distinct, more like cohesive look, and it'll be more distinct from the skirt, which is totally fine. That's what I would do. It's got a beautiful illusion back, really, really nice fitted silhouette here. Super pretty. Just gotta change those cups out. And it's $1,200. This is so stunning. This is from a site called Milia, and I did find good reviews from them on Trustpilot. It is a tulle ruffled dress, about $1,200, which I think is a great price point for something this substantial. And it also comes in black. So if you want to do this in black, super cool. I would love this too. I think that this could also be really bridal as well. So this one, I've talked to you guys about needle and thread before, I think when I was doing my wedding guest dresses for fall, but this is really pretty, and Needle and Thread has all kinds of colorful dresses, so definitely go check them out in general if you kind of like this style. But this is kind of a relaxed fit. This reminds me of some Daniel Frankel dress fits, but this is $869, and this is something I think you could get away with wearing again. But what makes it for me is this dress paired with the cape. The cape is everything to me. What is really elevating it and makes it so special. And the cape is $569. So I think that together it's like a pretty reasonable price point for a wedding dress. It's so pretty. It's just like epic. Like imagine this at your wedding day walking down, and I think the dress is a little bit on the shorter side, but if you're petite, it's probably like floor length. But if you're on the taller side, it will kind of be more ankle length. But anyways, cool non-traditional look, got some like little lavender bluish tones in there, and then the cape makes it really cool. So it's still kind of more on the bridal-ish side. So if you're kind of afraid of being too non-traditional, this might be a really great option for you. This is an Alexa Maria jumpsuit. It is a little ankle cropped jumpsuit that is strapless, and it comes with a convertible skirt. So you can take it on and off, so you can choose to wear it or not wear it. I'll show you guys a different color just so you can see the details. I don't necessarily, the pink is kind of a lot, but it is fun if you want to wear the pink. But it's really cool, and so I just think that this is super, super chic. I'll show you guys the back so you can see what the back detailing looks like. When you have the skirt on, it has a really pretty bow, super elegant from the back, so it's like people are looking at you from the back, oh, I've got a dress on, and then you turn around from the front and you're like, no, I've got pants on. I think the black is really cool. I think it's like brides wearing black is super chic, or just wear the white. Like you could go either way, or you could go fun with a color, and it is about $1,400, so not bad for like a wedding dress. I think it's really pretty. And then my last option, I'm just like so in love with this. I think this is so pretty. Back to Milia, $840, incredible. This is so pretty. Now I will say at $840, don't be expecting like the quality of an $8,000 tulle dress, but I do think the look of this is absolutely beautiful. If you scroll down, you'll see some real people wearing it. One thing about the Milia dresses is when you actually get to put them on, they might not have as much volume in real life as they do in the pictures. So you might want to consider potentially wearing like a petticoat underneath or some like a crinoline skirt if you want as much volume as they've styled in their photo shoots, because in some of the real life pictures it does look a little bit more flat. Just a thought for you guys, but I really hope you loved all of this. I want to hear in the comments which ones are your favorites. I don't want to hear which ones you don't like, but I want to hear which ones you really do like. I spent hours and hours and hours trying to find all of these. I tried to find really unique original dresses, and you guys can see all of these dresses linked on my Pinterest board. I have a Pinterest board all about non-traditional wedding dresses with a couple that I didn't even show in this video, so be sure to follow me on Pinterest so you guys can keep up with those non-traditional wedding dresses. Leave a comment again. I want to hear from you guys. I want to know which ones are your favorite, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!